open architecture that they take in people from the whole area that want to get good at wrestling at all levels. And I'm sure that they have the high schoolers teaching the grade schoolers and the schoolboys. And just everybody gets better when you have an open architecture, I think. And a lot of sharing there. And they just flat out probably put more time into it than most guys do.
What do you mean by open architecture?
Well, what I'm saying is that it's not just a closed club, just our people in this geography or this school. You might see 2 or 3 schools. I know that Louis Curtis from Underwood works with them, and you know, the whole area has gotten better.
And they really have, and you've seen it. I mean, it's happened in the last 10 years, really. And so the result of building the program from youth group on up is very evident in our state finals every year now for the past several years. Lewis Central, Underwood, and other Southwest. Harlan had a good year this year.
Yes, and there's another example here. Harlan, coached by Don Cox, doing a nice job building that program up. And if you talk to Don, he's worked pretty well with the football coach there. They have an excellent tradition there. And it's just cooperating with the other sports and getting athletes to recognize there's more than just one way to compete in one sport.
Trent Paulson leading 5-1 now and trying to make it more against John Tucker from Ames.
These Paulson boys are really strong. See Trent working in a double underhook situation and a little limited with that. Waiting to see what type of shot he would hit, but that was a beautiful high cross sequence. Just going to drop down and worked off the underhook.
Karofsky from Belle Plaine wins by pin over Bart Little from Tri-County Thornburg. You see him jumping up there. Excitement in Belle Plaine already having won the team championship. Lots of fans here. They're excited that they can add an individual champion to their team trophy.
Great performance by Belle Plaine this weekend.
7-1. Paulson out in front. Trying to give Lewis Central their fourth
champion. Yeah.
Fourth champion.
That's pretty amazing.
With 2 left. So they have a chance to become the record holders.
I think you mentioned before that the team with the most individual champions was East Waterloo.
Well, there were 4 that have had 5 champions. The last one to do it was East Waterloo in 1964. So they're trying to make it 6, which no team has ever done.
What a night for your program when you can put 6 guys in the finalists, but they all have real legitimate chances of winning.
And right now, going for their 4th, it's Trent Paulson. He's out in front 7-1 with very little time left in the second period.
See, Paulson just likes to ride the hips there. The right thing to do at the end of the period. We're going to move to the 3rd period. It's Tucker's choice. He's going to take the top position to get back into this match. He's trailing 7-1, so he must have some confidence that he can turn Paulson. Paulson comes immediately into a standing switch, and Tucker comes back with the legs. Working the wrist now. He's waiting for Paulson underneath to come up a little bit so he can put that leg in there. You see it come in. Paulson does a nice job of shutting that right leg out. Now they got a hand fight. Middle of the mat, front trip, good technique there, nice switch. And Paulson, and race re-switch attempt here. Nobody's given up here, Tim.
Well, I'm impressed with John Tucker. He's trying to hang right in there and give Paulson a run for his money. But Paulson gets 2 more. It goes up 9-1.
Got the headgear pulled up over his eyes there a little bit. So 1:13 left. It's all Paulson at this stage here, a 9-1 lead. See what type of ride that Paulson employs. Comes down to the ankle. Switches back. Working the crossface. Now he puts a leg in of his own. Let's see if he can work this technique. Brings the arm in. Now he's going to probably try to come in through the roll through in there, get the tilt. Didn't quite have it. Now he works back into what we call guillotine. You see Paulson's, oh, he lost the leg here. And he looks like he will get 2 back points, so that'll extend his lead to 11-1, 11-2 with the escape.
11-2, 39 seconds left in the match. Your leader, Trent Paulson.
Paulson just keeping good position, stays aggressive.
This is his 3rd time at the state tournament, and he was 3rd in '99 and 2nd last year, and only a junior going for his 1st title.
He jumped in on a single leg there and just finished it off with a duck under technique, well executed. Got the legs in. See up there at the top screen here.
That's Vasey.
Yeah.
Terry Vasey winning on the last second. Time without last second takedown for Davenport Assumption. Vasey was a basketball player last year, got cut, and went out for wrestling last spring.
How about that?
And
what an athlete.
What an athlete. As you see Trent Paulson winning and becoming Lewis Central's 4th titleist tonight. But they're up in the corner. Terry Vasey. Terry Vasey from Assumption was... last year, he came out for wrestling after last season began because he was cut from the basketball team.
Well, Michael Jordan was cut from the basketball.
Let's go to the awards.
Presenting the Class 1A 135-pound awards, Coach Nick Dorman of Wilton. 6th place, Tim Langenit, Rock Valley. 5th place, Justin Weiland, North Cedar Stanwood. 4th place, Mike Bonander, West Lyon Inwood. 3rd place, Danny Ebling, Green. Runner-up, Dusty Martin, Bedford. And the 135-pound 1A state champion from Wilton, Alex Grunder.
Dino, you got something for us?
You bet I do, Tim. 140 pounds, single A. Kevin Karovsky of Belle Plaine pinned Bart Little of Tri-County Thornburg at 3:25 into the match. The new champion, Kevin Karovsky, is an 18-year-old senior, qualified 3 straight years. This year, he's the state champion. Back to the awards.
What a great feeling. Let's go back to the awards now. 2A.
Presenting the Class 2A 135-pound awards, Coach Bill Mathis of Davenport Assumption. 6th place, Ian Alkey, West Liberty. 5th place, Ryan Bach, Clear Lake. 4th place, Brett Karkosh, South Tama County. 3rd place, Scott Truca, Crestwood, Cresco. Runner-up, Eric Bonce, Independence. And the Class 2A 135-pound champion from Davenport Assumption, Josh Watts, who has just set a new state record of 189 career wins.
Joe.
All right, in Class 2A at 140 pounds, I thought we were heading into overtime. But with 1 second left, Terry Vasey of Davenport Assumption, a sophomore, takes down Dustin Bussimus of Norwalk. He was undefeated at the time. He gets the points with 1 second left on the clock. So Terry Vasey from Davenport Assumption, he's your 140-pound 2A state champion.
Thank you, Joe. Let's go to 3A awards.
Presenting the Class 3A 135-pound awards, Coach Keith Massey of Lewis Central, Council Bluffs. 6th place, Danny Stafford, Waterloo West. 5th place, Ryan Salas, Waterloo East. 4th place, Keith Owens, Des Moines Roosevelt. 3rd place, Max Sauerman, Urbandale. Runner-up, Brett Stedman, Bishop Heelan, Sioux City. And the Class 3A 135-pound champion from Lewis Central, Council Bluffs, Brandon Mason.
We pause a moment now so that our program underwriters can be recognized for their support of Iowa Public Television's high school wrestling coverage.
Funding for the 2001 Iowa High School Wrestling Championships was provided by Friends of Iowa Public Television. By Allied Insurance, a member of Nationwide Insurance, proud to be a supporter of Iowa's outstanding high school athletes. By Medicap Pharmacy, your locally owned and operated community pharmacy, proudly serving Iowans for nearly 30 years from 57 Iowa locations. Medicap Pharmacy will always make time for you. By Musco Lighting, the sports lighting specialist, providing lighting systems for you, your project, and your community. By Hammer Strength, producing unique strength training products since 1988. More information is available at 800-634-8637. Hammer Strength, building champions. And by the Iowa Department of Public Health.
In Iowa, 12,000 kids start smoking each year. 4,000 will eventually die as a result.
Special thanks to Artcraft Incorporated, a commercial printer serving Iowa since 1972, and Unisource Paper. Artcraft services include producing 1 to 6 color jobs from digital or conventional prepress through bindery. More information is available on the web at artcraftprint.com. To Wrestling International News Magazine, a leader in wrestling news with behind-the-scenes stories and coverage of wrestling's biggest events. Available through annual subscription. And to Intermat Wrestling, the ultimate wrestling resource. Wrestling information and supply needs are available at the store in Johnston, Iowa, and online at intermatwrestle.com.
We're back at 145 pounds, and David Weiss and Travis Paulson. Weiss from Harlan, Paulson from Lewis Central. And you also see at 1A, Ash from Eagle Grove and Bliven from Columbus Junction, as well as Artist and Manny.
Little headbutt problem there, I think. Just Paulson.
Yeah, 3 seconds into
3 seconds of the match. I think they just butted helmets here. And you've got Paulson getting a little attention paid to him here. I tell you what, we have the Iowa State training staff here. They've been down here for years and years, and also the Iowa, the Mercy training staff here helping out, assisting the athletes through the course of the tournament, not only with training and the tape jobs and that type of thing. And not a lot of schools, some schools are not able to bring their trainers along, and it's nice to have those people around.
Sure is. In 1A, Brad Ash, Dustin Bliven, you see in the 1A up in the top, that's Eagle Grove and Columbus Junction. And in 2A, Kirk Artis and Clint Manning there. In the bottom one, 5-0, Artis is ahead of Manning.
Tell you what, if you like to see throws.
Festival begins next Saturday on Iowa Public Television. That means 2 weeks of great programs, including a special edition of Antiques Roadshow. Enjoy the best of the Antiques Roadshow Des Moines programs Thursday, March 8th at 6:30 or Monday, March 12th at 7:10. And
well, I was talking about the throws here. You look at Dustin Bliven here. He's in the dark blue singlet, actually the blue singlet from Columbus Junction in 1A. He goes at you the whole match, double overhooks. He just wants to throw. If you like seeing throws, just stay glued to that 1A mat up there.
Bliven from Columbus Junction. He was at L&M last year, Louisa Muscatine, and now at Columbus Junction and up against Ash from Eagle Grove. And interesting down on 2A, Artist and Manning. Manny has beaten Artist 3 times this year. Artist out in front right now, 5-3 in their finals match.
So Manny answered that 5 points with an escape takedown of his own.
Guys, let's go. Come on, let's go right here.
I was talking to my friend Jim Bruck, who's former coach at Harlan and former teammate of mine. He said he was telling me about Manny and Artist, and he said, and I refereed all 3 of those matches. He said, and so if it's turned around tonight, somebody may be pointing a finger back at me. But 5-3 as they go a little break there. Break on 1A, and in our match right now the score is 0-0 with less than a minute left in the first period between David Weiss, Dad Gary Weiss, there from Harlan, qualified for the state a couple of times but never placed, and here he has a son in the finals, and I'm sure that he is quite proud.
Well, I made a mistake here earlier. I mentioned that Trent Paulson had the ACL problem, but it's clearly Travis Paulson. You look at that right knee, and no wonder Trent looks so good. But Travis is the one with the torn ACL joint. You can tell by the brace on his right knee. He's the one that's going to have that corrected. So I imagine I'm not the first one to mistake the Twins situation there.
Well, earlier, were you about ready, when I had to interrupt you for the awards, were you about ready to say that Michael Jordan should have gone out for wrestling then, when he got cut by his basketball coach early on in his career?
Yeah, you looked at Vesey from Davenport Assumption. You know, he was out for basketball last year. Well, Michael Jordan got cut from his basketball team,
Boy, he
too.
missed out, didn't he,
Well,
Michael Jordan?
I don't think Michael could have won a state championship in wrestling, so Vesey's one up on him.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
He's a pretty good athlete. He probably could have done that, too, but we'll never know. Paulson doing a good job of fighting off a single leg attempt by Weiss.
Here's the standings, and Underwood, as we showed you, still has an opportunity to overtake Don Bosco for third place in the trophy, because they do have Koenig coming up, and Bosco does not have anybody left.
There's your throw in the upper right-hand corner, I promise you. That's a
second one.
Yeah. Paulson working hard here. Big match. He's in the top position. There's no score in the match. Weiss kind of working back around him. I don't think Paulson really wants to be doing a lot of riding here with that inside leg, but he's doing a good job of fighting the wrist.
I don't got any control there yet, Tom.
Look how he's got that wrist in a tough situation. The referee's going to call a stalemate.
Still 0-0.
Drop bottom. Pot. Cover.
Score 7-0 in favor of Columbus's Dustin Bliven over Brad Ash from Eagle Grove. 33 seconds left in the second period. Match is also stopped on the 2A mat with Artis holding a slim 7-6 lead over Manny, the man that has beaten him 3 times this year. Artis from Glenwood, Manny from Winterset.
Nice turn in off of that sit-out there.
There's an escape.
Did a good job of getting hand control before he tried to come up. So many times athletes will try to come up to their feet without hand control, and you can see that that was all done down up there on the mat before he really actually broke free. Now the underhook attempt and a headlock. Doesn't have the position here. Weiss doing a good job of facing out. Got to get his head up here. Be more active. Going to call that potentially dangerous.
That's official Greg Eschweller calling that potentially dangerous, taking care of the welfare of the athlete first.
Both these Paulson brothers keep good low position. Notice how they don't get taken out of their stance. Good set of strong legs. Look for a short drag here. Maybe even setting up a whip over attempt. Start again.
13 seconds left in the second period of the 3A 145-pound match between David Weiss from Harlan and Travis Paulson from Lewis Central. Paulson leads 1-0. There's Keith Massey. We talked about a little earlier. He is his family, his supporters. They've built up a tremendous program down there. His mom, a long time involved with the Iowa Wrestling Federation, and Keith's done a great job of building one of the best programs in America right now, not just in Iowa.
No point there. It looked like a nice spin around attempt. It looked like they're almost out of bounds here. They're not.
Here's Don Cox, head coach at Harlan.
Don has done an excellent job almost everywhere he's been. He's been to Clarinda, Emmitsburg, Harlan. And good athletes that they've had coming out of Harlan. It's nice to see a lot of them going out for wrestling now, and I think they can make a difference.
I blew my whistle, but he relaxed then.
So you hear these officials discussing this. No points. The mat judge said he saw 1 second left on the...
There's the 2A standings, Jim. Emmitsburg out front, and South Pima holding on to second place. Davenport Assumption third. There's 3A. Lewis Central, the all-time leaders in points scored, beating the 21-year or the 19-year Bettendorf record. Iowa City The two Iowa City schools, second and third, going to be in the trophies.
That's a nice single leg attempt here by Weiss. You see how Paulson's going to drag him off the edge of the mat, but he's got to try to counter this like he's in the middle of the mat, because he's going to sacrifice position. Very fortunate not to give up the point, but Weiss isn't taking a back seat here. He's getting right after it. And, you know, a lot of times, Tim, when a guy has a bad knee, you kind of want to shoot to the other leg to see if he can, you know, pick up on that leg and see if he can support it.
That's a good point, Jim, and sometimes you think about attacking the bad leg, but that other leg is where you get all the support then.
Right.
And so you're listening to the expert analysis of former national champion from Iowa State and the coach of the Iowa State Cyclones last time they won an NCAA wrestling championship, Jim Gibbons. I'm Tim Johnson. We're bringing you the 2001 Iowa High School Wrestling Championships, the best high school wrestling championships in America, here from Veterans Auditorium, Des Moines, Iowa. We're at 145 pounds. You're looking at Gary Weiss in the red band and Travis Paulson in the green band, and Paulson and Weiss are all tied up 1-1. There's a minute 15 left in the match, and takedown will probably win it.
Yeah, takedown probably will win it. There's this high crotch attempt by Paulson. Now he snaps down. Tell you what, Weiss is doing a good job of fighting and staying neutral in this front headlock position. Notice how he squared up, but he kind of looked to go to the edge there. There's no points being given. He's going to... Paulson's doing a nice job right there of hooking the leg, and he gets the two. Weiss wanted off the mat in that situation, but lost leverage, and Paulson scooped the leg up and got the 2 points. Very poised.
Here we go. 45.
So there's 45 seconds left in the third period. Paulson's in the top position. Here's the replay here. See the hand fighting going on here? He reaches in the back of the leg right there. It scoots him back to the center of the mat and scoops the near leg and gets the points. It's a good call.
9-6 in favor of Artist over Manny, trying to get that first victory in 4 tries. Artist from Glenwood over Manny from Winterset up in the corner there.
See now, roll through attempt. So there's the legs. Really tough in this position here. 16 seconds, and the official's going to break it one more time. So
it's one more opportunity for Weiss.
Tim, if you're Weiss, you're looking for a reversal in this situation. And if I was Paulson, I guess I wouldn't put the legs in, because we talked about this before. At the end of periods, either ride them out or give up a reversal.
I was going to say it's either it's 1, not 2 now. The old 1, not 2.
1, not 2.
Wait for me. Wait for me. Let's go again.
Knowing this Lewis Central coaching staff, they've made Paulson aware of that. They probably want him to drop down on an ankle.
He's going to count 1, Coach. You're right.
And Glenwood does. Kirk Artist, Bob Dyer's athlete, wins for the first time in 4 attempts against Clint Manny this year. The Glenwood athlete wins when it counts.
Look at that. He dropped right on an ankle here. Good clock burner. 10 seconds left. He's not looking to go roll around with him, but he does a good job of keeping his head up. And Travis Paulson's going to be your state champion.
Travis Paulson wins, follows his brother, 5th champion. They tie the record. Tie the record. It's been done 4 times. East Waterloo did it last in 1964. They're the only team to ever do it twice, 5. But Council Bluffs, Lewis Central Council Bluffs can become the first team ever to win 6 individual championships in 1 tournament. Let's go to the awards.
Ladies and gentlemen, we direct your attention to the award stand area at the east end of the auditorium. Presenting the Class 1A 140-pound awards, Coach Bob Yalick of Belle Plaine. 6th place, Shane Ralston, Comanche. 5th place, Tyler Patterson, Orient Maxburg. 4th place, Aaron Destival, Wapsie Valley Fairbank. 3rd place, Dana Vogt, Twin River Valley Bode. Runner-up, Bart Little, Tri-County Thornburg. And the 1A 140-pound state champion from Belle Plaine, Kevin Karofsky.
Dean Borg,
At 145 pounds in single A, Dustin Blevin of Columbus Junction's been at the state tournament 4 years. He was state runner-up last year. He's champion now. Dustin Blevin with a pin at 524 over Brad Ashe of Eagle Grove.
Thank you, Dean. AA awards.
Presenting the Class 2A 140-pound awards, Coach Bill Mathis of Davenport Assumption. 6th place, Matt McHugh, Marion. 5th place, Nathan Dolan, Independence. 4th place, Brian Thacker, Algona. 3rd place, Quentin Moreno, Glenwood. Runner-up, Dustin Bussimus, Norwalk. And the 2A 140-pound state champion from Davenport Assumption, Terry Vasey.
Gibby, what do you got for us?
All right, in Class 2A at 145 pounds, it was Kirk Artis of Glenwood against Clint Manning of Winterset, a rematch of the district finals. Artis got a takedown the first period, a near fall cradle also in the first period, and he got a cradle in the second period. He got too much of a lead. Manning couldn't catch up. Again, Kurt Artis wins 14-8. He's your 2A 145 state champion.
Thank you, Joe Gibbons. Now go to 3A awards.
Presenting the Class 3A 140-pound awards, Coach Keith Massey of Lewis Central. 6th place, Jacob Smith, Iowa City City High. 5th place, Greg Green, North Scott Eldridge. 4th place, Robbie Hysinius, Spencer. 3rd place, Jeremy Gable, Lamar's. Runner-up, John Tucker, Ames. And the 3A 140-pound state champion from Lewis Central, Trent Paulson.
Let's go to Dean Borg, who's with Bob Ulick, the victorious Bell Plain coach.
You bet. Congratulations, Bob.
Thanks, Dean.
What's the strength of a team? You know, individual wrestlers compete. What's the strength of a team?
Team unity, I think, really builds a strong foundation, and these guys have stuck together for a long time, several years, and you know, they believed in themselves. They worked hard with each other year in and year out, and I think the unity of the team was what helped our team this year.
So it's coaching and wrestler mentoring.
The coaching comes in. The kids, you know, the kids have to be there and they have to work hard, which our kids do. So it's great for the Bell Plain kids. I'm excited for them, and you know, what a better way to end it.
You bet. Congratulations, Coach. Tim?
Well, Bob Ulick, a great competitor for Bell Plain when he was wrestling, and a co-college grad, and now a victorious coach. We've got a new set of weight here, wrestlers, 152 pounds, and we're going to look at 1A, and 1A 150 through 189. And that's Adam Benton and Cody Koenig, and Joe Weiser, Cole Pape, Johnny Galloway, and Nathan Specht. And we're going to take you to that 1A mat. Adam Benton, Nottoway Valley, and Cody Koenig from Underwood.
Well, we've mentioned earlier here, Koenig had an opportunity to, he's going to basically break the record if it wasn't for Watts of Assumption.
Koenig going for his 188th win. Watt has 189 now.
And the difference here is that Koenig hasn't won a state championship yet. And I know you probably trade a lot of those wins for a state championship here tonight.
First time in the finals. Cody Koenig, Underwood, 46-0. And this is for a state trophy for Underwood. A win will give Underwood third place and the trophy. Takedown, 2-0.
Well, this is a rematch of a match. Actually, last year, Benton was ahead 2-1 and got pinned by Koenig.
So he's ahead 2-0 now, right off the bat. Benton takes a 2-0 lead over Koenig. Benton 31-4, coached by Tim Duff and Roy Benton. Koenig, coached by Matt Dyer.
There's some really good matchups here at 1A, I think, in the upper weight classes here. Glad it just happened we have to have an opportunity to show these matches here for you, because I think there's some good matchups. There you see a single leg reversal almost situation here for Koenig. Looks like he's going to get it.
Two reversals makes the score 2-2. The other matches up there in 2A, Joe Weiser, Clark Osceola, undefeated. Cole Pape, also undefeated from Maquoketa, going for his third state title. There's the reversal right here.
Just kind of switched in and ended up in a single leg position, and drove Benton over, tied it up 2-2. So 50 seconds left. Now there's an elevator situation, what we call switch, and there's 2 points. So
it's a switcheroony here,
yeah,
I'll tell you.
I really like these matches here. They're evenly matched wrestlers and going after it.
And an escape.
Yep. 2 guys willing to go at it. 4-3 score now. Benton in the black singlet there to your left. Nottoway Valley, Greenfield. He is the nephew of his assistant coach, Rory Benton.
Four to 3.
Nice duck under. High crotch warded off pretty well at the edge of the mat, and the referee's going to call it off. So.
I have the feeling, Jim, whatever score we call isn't going to be the score for long.
We'll test our accuracy here. Benton likes to work in space. Oh, he has an underhook attempt. Looks like the 2 athletes are going to milk the clock out here.
End of the first period, score 4-3 in favor of Adam Benton from Nottoway Valley over Cody Koenig from Underwood.
Benton's choice, he's going to take the down position. False start. There's a switch attempt. Now that was warded off pretty well by Koenig that time. You see the big tight waist he has on it. You see the knuckles on his left hip.
Well, he's all the way around there.
Yeah, he's really making it tough, and it's tough to breathe when the guy's got tight waist on you that deep.
Scores 2-2 in the 3A there on the bottom with 1:10 left in the first period. The score is 2-1 in favor of Joe Weiser over Cole Pape.
Neutral
on the 2A.
Now Benton just, basically Koenig let Benton go. And Benton jumps right back in on a high crotch attempt, but you know he's kind of shooting across the body. He gives up the 2-point takedown there. Just allowed, really kind of uncontested at that point, so that ties the score up 5-5.
Active match here between Benton and Koenig in the 2A, or in the 1A 152-pound championship. Scores 5-5 with less than a minute in the second period. I'm Tim Johnson along with Jim Gibbons, Iowa Public Television, bringing you the state high school wrestling championships.
See,
here
he broke the grip.
Yeah,
that was the thing I didn't see there. He broke the grip, just spun around him at that point in time, and Benton did not contest at that point once the grip was broke. Okay, so 6-5 here, score here. Benton, left arm part of your screen, in the lead. Koenig squaring up. There has been a takedown attempt or a reversal attempt probably every 5 seconds of this match. This is great. And you see these 2 guys looking a little bit tired. You know why. They're going after it here. There's another one. You see how he likes to shuck by? You call a shuck by. Gets tight ear to ear and then just kind of just takes Benton's right arm and just kind of casts it over and tries to get the angle.
Red, you got to go this way. Circle red.
Warning on Benton from Nottoway Valley.
Yeah, that was kind of I just don't see that much stalling in this match.
No points. More activity, but no points.
Yep. Looks like Benton kind of landed pretty hard there. They're not going to give the point.
Green choice, you choose down. Green down. Cover.
6-5. Third period. Adam Benton leading Cody Koenig.
Now Benton getting a little bit high, but he likes to be up here. He likes to use the legs to get a potentially dangerous call. Now remember, Benton's been warned for stalling in the previous action, so he's got to be careful. He's got to be very aggressive here in the top position. So third period, 1:45 left. I think if I were Benton, I'd really try to be aggressive up here. Try to work for the fall. Even if you give up the reversal, you've shown how you've been able to get out from underneath. You don't want to give the impression to the official that you're not working here. Kind of a bulldog situation.
Whoa, there's a reversal.
Right, steps right back into a double leg, but that doesn't hurt any. Unless you get a little tired.
7-6 now in favor of Koenig. It's gone back and forth since the start.
Tight waist ride applied there. He's had a lot of success with that so far. 56 seconds left. Now stand-up attempt. Now he switches, does a great job of getting his hips out, but Koenig does a nice job of following, so they're hand fighting right here.
Boy, nobody's sitting, Jim. Nobody's sitting. I'll tell you, they are really going after it.
And they called the top man Koenig for stalling there, so. That was a close one. There, now he cuts it at 7-7. 7-7 score, so this match is going to be settled on the feet. Looks like at this stage. Both athletes moving in. They're both coming in with high elbows, so there are some opportunities out there. They're getting their elbows a little bit high. Nice single leg attempt by Benton. He drops his elevation. Now a high crotch switch to a double. He's had success with this the whole match. He's going to score the 2. Not much time left, 12 seconds. He's got the inside wrist. It's going to be very difficult for Benton to score. So Koenig from Underwood.
Koenig wins the 188th match, and he wins the state championship. He got what he came for, Jim.
Yes, he did. I think winning the championship probably means more than all, that record or getting close to that record being in the mix. But what a career and what a way to end it.
Yeah, it was, and it was a great match. Benton certainly gave him a great go. We'll take you to another match right now.
There's the winning technique here. A high crotch attempt. He switches off to the double leg, drives across, keeps his head up, scores the 2.
I think you're looking at the winner in 3A, and Johnny Galloway. I think he won 5-3. Very close match. Galloway from Iowa City High, going 41-0. Overtime. Went overtime.
There's the reaction of the coaching staff there for Underwood. They've seen a lot of winning down here last few years.
Yep.
Now we're moving to the Cole Pape here from Maquoketa. He's 39-0.
Looking for his third title.
Third title, red singlet in the top position. He's got a 6-3 lead. 27 seconds left in the match. He's going against Joe Weiser, Clark Osceola. Working to get back points. He's got a great chance. They're going to call it potentially dangerous. The official calls an injury time there.
Little blood action there, right there. 18 seconds left. Like you said, 6-3 in favor of Cole Pape. Remember, Iowa Public Television's college wrestling website is a hit. More than 100,000 college wrestling fans visited the site in January. Now we have a great way for you to support your college wrestling telecast through the website. Become a college wrestling web supporter. Join Dan Gable, Jim Gibbons, myself, and get your name listed on the site. And plus some other cool gifts like the collectible poster and tapes. Log on to www.collegewrestling.iptv.org and show your support, because we can't do it without you.
We talked about 4-time state champions here, but Cole Pape here from Maquoketa had an opportunity also. Won it as a freshman and sophomore, lost last year, finished third at 140. He's going to come back and win his third title. 5 seconds left in the match.
3-time winner from Maquoketa, and they've had a 4-time winner before, Eric Juergens.
Eric Juergens.
There you have it. 6-3, Pape over Weiser.
These guys that win 3 titles, they seem pretty relaxed out there. That's maybe relief is a good word.
Let's go to the awards.
Ladies and gentlemen, we direct your attention to the award stand area at the east end of the auditorium. Presenting the Class 1A 145-pound awards, Coach Bill Plain of Columbus Junction. 6th place, Derek Duker, Lisbon. 5th place, Scott Linden, Woodbury Central, Mobile. 4th place, Heath Lamp, AHST of Oka. 3rd place, Nathan Droghammer, North Lynn, Troy Mills. Runner-up, Brad Ashe, Eagle Grove. And the Class 1A 145-pound state champion from Columbus Junction, Dustin Bliven.
Let's go, Dean.
Well, Tim, you called it. Cole Pape was tied 3-3 at the end of the 2 periods, but he went on to decision 6-3 over Joe Weiser of Clark Osceola. And we're going to be talking with Cole Pape in just a moment. Back to the awards.
Thank you, Dean, and we'll go to 2A awards.
Presenting the Class 2A 145-pound awards, Coach Bob Dyer of Glenwood. 6th place, Tony Hansen, New Hampton. 5th place, Nathan Van Dyke, South Tama County. 4th place, J.D. Negg, Emmitsburg Armstrong Ringstead. 3rd place, Jay Simon, West Liberty. Runner-up, Clint Manny, Winterset. And the Class 2A 145-pound champion from Glenwood, Kirk Artist.
Joe, what do you got for us?
All right, in Class 3 at 152 pounds, we have a unique situation. It's Johnny Galloway of Iowa City City High defeating Nathan Speck of Dubuque Senior. It was a tight match. It got tied up late, 3-3. They went into overtime, and Galloway hits a beautiful double to score the points. He's got 2 titles, one at Iowa City City High, the other one at East Waterloo.
Becomes only the 3rd wrestler to ever win titles at 2 school, and Joe Gibbons was one of those.
Presenting
Let's go to the
Class
awards.
3A 145-pound awards, Coach Keith Massey of Lewis Central. 6th place, Adam Ward, Pleasant Valley. 5th place, Ben Stedman, Bishop Heelan, Sioux City. 4th place, Matt Basie, Des Moines, Lincoln. 3rd place, Matt Davis, Dubuque Senior. Runner-up, David Weiss, Harlem. And the 3A 145-pound state champion from Lewis Central, Travis Paulson.
Let's go to Dean, who's with 3-time winner Cole Pape.
And Cole, first question I want to ask you is, 2-time state champion, lost last year, 3rd. How do you psychologically come back?
Well, every time you step out there, you want to be the best. Last year was pretty disappointing, not reaching my goals. Just tried working hard this year to get back where I was before that, and I did all right.
What colleges are you looking at?
I'm either looking at Iowa or Nebraska.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Tim?
Thank you, Dean. I guess he did do all right. Cole Pape, 3-time state champion. Now we're at 160 pounds. Lots going on here. Our feature match is Aaron Kaufman and Garrett South. We also got Ryan Sturm and Ben Miller. And look at that 3A, Jim. Blake Anderson, Caleb Twitter from Cedar Falls. If Anderson wins, Lewis Central becomes the first team in Iowa history to have 6 champions in one state tournament.
Well, that's quite an accomplishment. You mentioned there's been several other schools that have done it in the past, but it's basically running the table. I heard kind of a funny story about Lewis Central athletes. Their second string 135-pounder went all the way up to 171 and made it to state.
Wow.
So a lot of competition in that room.
At 2A, up in the corner, Ryan Sturm, Emmitsburg Armstrong Ringstead, Ben Miller, Benton Van Horn. And in 3A, right there in the corner, Blake Anderson, undefeated, Lewis Central. Sound like a broken record, don't I? Caleb Twitto from Cedar Falls.
There's a beautiful high crotch attempt by Garrett South from Anita Tam. And he's in the top position here. He's got a power half. He's in the blue singlet with gray trim. Aaron Kaufman from Wapsie Valley Fairbank, 40-5 record on the year. And Garrett South from Anita is undefeated. You can see that South really likes to work in space, gets the opponent stepping into him, and nice explosive shot.
Circle the center. Let's go, guys.
Nice duck
Whoa,
under
there it
attempt
goes.
there.
Yeah.
Right off the elbow.
Down.
You could almost see it coming. He gave him almost a free count with that elbow and
Muscle in.
hit the technique.
Here I come, here I come, here I come. Boom.
Well, if you're not going to move, I'll hit it.
Stay set. Cover.
4-1 off a couple of nice takedowns.
It's a little different set. Nice job of peeling the hands there by Kaufman.
One red. Neutral.
He's trying to get back in the match, still in it. Working.
Center in.
When you get taken down as cleanly as he has, you kind of be a little bit weary about walking right into him. So
Work the center, guys. Work the center.
30 seconds left in the first period. 4-2.
Right out here, guys. Circle
Favor of Garrett South from Anita over Aaron Kaufman from Wapsie Valley Fairbank. South coached by Rex Meerhoff. Aaron Kaufman by Chris Davis.
I like what South is doing here. See how he has his head up underneath there? He's got the wrinkle in the back of his neck in that front headlock position. Just trying to stay square. Not really much you can do there. He's hoping to get a stalemate, not give his opponent the angle, Kaufman. Go off the edge here. End of the period.
First period, guys. Green up, down, neutral, defer. Green defers, choice. Red up, down, or neutral. Red chooses down.
So we'll see if Aaron Kaufman can get back into it here. He's trailing 4-2. He's going to take the down position.
Stay set.
Score's also 4-2 with just the start of the second period on the 2A mat. 4-2 in favor of Ryan Sturm over Ben Miller.
I like that technique here that Kaufman is incorporating. Just covers the fingers.
Go, guys.
Now he lost those fingers, and he's going to try to get his hips out. Working it's a good tough spiral ride. Now he comes up to a stand-up towards the edge of the mat. Tries to turn in. He's got South a little high.
South seems like in pretty good control, though.
He does, but you see why he is in control. He keeps his rear end right in the middle part of his back all the way through the technique. So that keeps the pressure on.
Garrett South, a senior, 45-0, 108 career pins.
Well, he's probably looking forward to his opportunity to get in the top position here. But you got to like the way South is riding in this situation.
Oh, I got a caution on green.
Got a caution.
I mean, you got to be tough the way he grew up. He said he started wrestling in an old chicken house with his dad. They bought an old wrestling mat and put an old furnace in the chicken house. And evenings and Sunday afternoons, his dad and his older brother, and who qualified for the state a couple of years ago, would go out and work on moves.
Well, I imagine Mom made him shower before they came back in. So go right to the showers and you walk in the door, but doing a great job in the top position.
Set red, cover green.
There, he's got the power half situation there. He's coming back, he's settling back, he's going to get the back points there. He's got it lifting his head up off the mat. That's what's making this technique work. Now he's got the wrist locked, and that's going to be there for a long time. He's got 45 seconds to work with. He's got the full count. He's going to try to work up into getting the legs in now. It'll be a good technique. But a good leg man is always comfortable keeping his hips in the good part of his back. He probably wants to settle back a little bit more than that. And he's going to do that. Now Kaufman looking for a big move, just turned into it. Now he's got both legs locked. Almost the same situation Sundell was in earlier. Kaufman does a good job of working his shoulders to the edge of the mat, but he was in real trouble there.
Yes, he was. 37 out of those 108. Garrett South had 37 pins so far this year out of his 45 wins. So he feels awful comfortable.
Cover. We have an optional start. Optional start. Cover.
See, some athletes use that optional start to get a little bit better jam on them. Now, far side cradle. They give up this escape.
Oh, he didn't give it up.
Yeah.
Boy, he just stayed right on it.
Yeah.
No change, guys.
He knew where he was in the period.
Green, up, down, or neutral.
We're talking about
Green,
Garrett
two,
South, who
down.
has a 10-2 lead over his opponent, Aaron Kaufman, in the 1A,
Stay set.
160-pound championship match.
Stay set, cover
2A, the score is 7-2 in favor of
Got
Ryan
one here,
Sturm
we're
from
neutral.
Emmitsburg over Ben Miller from Benton Van Horn. And in 3A, the score is 3-2 in favor of Blake Anderson over Caleb Twitto. And if Anderson wins, and there's only 35 seconds left, they're on their feet. Lewis Central makes history.
Back to center.
See a little headgear problem there with Garrett South. I like the way he shoots in and just kind of allows his lower body. Doesn't try to pull the leg to him. He just moves his lower body to the leg, and got a lot of good technique. Working in space now. Watch him step up and drive. Step up and continue to drive. It's not done with the arms. It's done with the legs, moving the legs in. So now he's up on his feet. Good opportunity to finish. He's back to the toe. If he can elevate it, sits him back down. Nice technique.
Close match in 3A. It's Twito, not Twitto, sorry. Caleb Twito, just close, but whoa. And Blake Anderson gets the takedown, and Lewis Central makes history. First team, Keith Massey, Lewis Central Council Bluffs, 6 champions. No team has ever done it.
Here's the takedown attempt here by Garrett South. Notice how he lowers his level, drives across. And those are things that will work at any level. Working a good power half here. 1:05 left in the third period. 13-2 score.
Go, John. Keep up on.
Yeah, he's kind of in no man's land here. He knows it's going to be tough to turn Kaufman. Let him go. I guess he's going to let him go, not get warned for stalling.
13-3 now.
Been dominant on his feet now. High crotch attempt. He allows Kaufman to kind of cut corners on him here. He's out. He's in a bad position here, so he's just doing this basically on strength. Kaufman needs to get his right leg back. Get on his toes and move around, so the referee's going to call the stalemate.
Another Emmitsburg winner.
Nice shot there. Whoa. Nice low shot.
Green.
Caught Kaufman stepping into it, hit it below the knees.
10 seconds. Let's go, guys.
Stay in the top position.
Let's go.
See the referee encouraging him. There's your champion.
Garrett South. Anita goes undefeated.
Stand in both directions, son. Okay. Okay.
Let's go to the awards.
Ladies and gentlemen, we direct your attention to the award stand area at the east end of the auditorium. Presenting the Class 1A 152-pound awards, Coach Matt Dyer of Underwood. 6th place, John Nielsen, Alta. 5th place, Andy Layton, Griswolds. 4th place, Jared Bergen, Southeast Warren Liberty Center. 3rd place, Joe Storm, Columbus Junction. Runner-up, Adam Benton, Nottoway Valley Greenfield. And the Class 1A 152-pound champion from Underwood, Coney Koenig, who now moves into 2nd place with a total of 188 career wins.
Dean, what do you got for us?
Well, Tim, at 160 pounds in Double-A, Ray Sturm of Emmitsburg has been at the state 4 times. He was 2nd at 152 last year. This year he is the state champion, bringing home another championship to Emmitsburg. 7-3 decision over Ben Miller of Benton Van Horn. Back to the awards.
Thank you very much, Dean.
Presenting the Class 2A 152-pound awards, Coach Jeff Tampier of Macokota. 6th place, Josh Swafford, Mediapolis. Fifth place, Danny Ellsbury, South Tama County. Fourth place, Cody Downing, Creston. Third place, Matt Doble, Clear Lake. Runner-up, Joe Weiser, Clark, Osceola. And the Class 2A 152-pound champion from Maquoketa, Cole Pate.
Joe?
Yeah, we have another match involving history here tonight at Class 3A, 160 pounds. Blake Anderson comes back to defend his state championship. He's got 2 now. He beats Caleb Twito of Cedar Falls by a score of 5-2. Blake got 2 takedowns in the match, and more importantly, he becomes Keith Massey's 6th state champion tonight.
Thank you, Joe, and first time in 76 years for 6 champions in one tournament. Let's go to the 3A awards.
Presenting the Class 3A 152-pound awards, Coach Brad Smith of Iowa City City High. Sixth place, Mike Mogard, Marshalltown. Fifth place, Michael Heitzman, Ames. Fourth place, Aaron Smith, Lewis Central. Third place, Mike Winklepleck, Bishop Heelan, Sioux City. Runner-up, Nathan Speck, Dubuque Senior. And the Class 3A 152-pound state champion from Iowa City City High, Johnny Galloway, Jr.
Speaking of the record-setting coach, Joe Gibbons is with Keith Massey.
Yeah, I got Keith Massey here, coach of the Council Bluff Lewis Central champion. 6 champs tonight. You brought 6 in the finals. You know, you had to do a lot to keep these guys focused.
This is truly a dream come true. You know, it seems like it just snowballed. Once our 19-pounder won state, then the 30, 35, 40, 45, up to 60. Oh, it was just great.
Well, congratulations, Keith. What a great performance.
Thank you.
Yes, our congratulations to Keith as well. He's done a great job, and now we have a new weight class, 171 pounds. And we're going to look at Tom Meester and Mark Mueller, and Mark Strum, Paul Bradley, Akeem Carter, and Jeff Garrison.
Tim,
go ahead.
I got to say, the state of Iowa here, this weight class, I'd have a hard time picking who the best guy at 171 is between the 3 classes. We're going to see a weight class here at 1A where they had 5 guys that were undefeated, okay? And then we're down to 2 guys left that are undefeated in this weight class. And you look at Hakeem Carter, and then you look at Sturm and Bradley. Bradley's going to University of Iowa over there, so a lot of tough 171-pounders here the state is producing.
Okay, in 2A, we have Mark Sturm from Emmetsburg, Armstrong Ringstead, and Paul Bradley from South Tama. And 3A, Akeem Carter from Waterloo West, and Jeff Garrison from Urbandale. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, we've got some action.
That's the Carter in the 3A match right there.
Oh.
Yeah, we're back to 1A. Meester, the Central Line Rock Rabbits. This guy is really tough in the top position. He's in the purple singlet here. He's going against Mark Mueller from Postville. 2 different styles. Mueller more shorter and stockier.
And you mentioned both undefeated, both 42-0.
Good wrestlers here. Mueller, what you'll notice in the top position, he just works you over. He just really has an attitude in the top position. Goes hard. Everything's hard.
2-0, minute 5 left in the first period. Mueller, or Meester out in front.
Had an opportunity to talk to several of the college coaches during the course of the 3-day week, and you know they're going to have a hard time picking who's the best guy in this weight class, this area here. Meester tough in the top position. You look at Mueller, he's a well-built individual too.
Central Line Rock Rapids. Tom Meester, coached by Hank Grant, and Postville, Mark Mueller, coached by Tracy Decker.
A takedown attempt. Cashing in with good riding here. 42 seconds left. Good in the top position. This is Tom Meester.
I love these celebrations. I just heard the announcer say that Belle Plaine will have a reception at their high school tomorrow at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so we'll pass it on, Jim.
Well, it's kind of on your way back home. You could probably hit it.
Yeah, up in there. I'm proud of Bob Ulick. He's been a friend, and I coached when he was wrestling, and he was a tough competitor. And now he's one of the great coaches, and brings Belle Plaine their first state championship since 1976, when Denny Christensen took a state championship as the coach there.
Stay set. Stay set, bottom. Let's cover red. We got caution green. Caution green, first time. Stay set, guys. Stay there. Stay set. Cover red.
Still 2-0. You're right about Meester. He's tenacious there.
He doesn't give up anything.
No.
Everything's contested.
Green, you're down.
Therefore, you get a lot of starts and stops in the match. He doesn't give up any escapes. And here we have 8 seconds left in the bout. He's not anywhere close to stalling. He's been very aggressive in the top position. But Mueller's a pretty good athlete on his own right. He gets an escape there, so 8 seconds left in the match. They start in the referee's position, and Mueller's able to get points. And we always talk about that, Tim, about points. There's Jimmy Zaleski, the Iowa wrestling coach.
Looking for his 4th straight NCAA wrestling championship as a coach since taking over for Dan Gable.
He's got a tough call. Who's the toughest guy in this crowd here? 6 guys. Mueller from Postville now in the top position. His turn to do a little riding. Look at Mueller just fight, get back into position. Now he's got a single leg. No points being awarded yet. Mueller, if he finishes this technique, will get a reversal.
Akeem Carter wins by fall in the second period. Akeem Carter from Waterloo West pins Jeff Garrison from Urbandale in the second period, totally dominating the match and finishing undefeated, 31-0.
Garrison from Urbandale did a nice job to get to this point, but Carter, just a junior, and another year left.
Pretty excited young man. And in 2A, Mark Sturm trying to complete an undefeated year, 35-0 for Emmitsburg Armstrong Ringstead. Paul Bradley, 3-3 in that match that you're looking at up there in the corner. 3-3. Almost time running out. 5 seconds, 7 seconds left in the second period. Red-Green fans, which my partner Jim is one, find out how you might win a chance to be in Red's new movie and help us beat Utah to win our 5th straight championship as best fans in America. Join us Saturday, March 3rd, when Ranger Gord and Winston Rothschilds are here live for Red Green's Iowans. And on March 10th, as Mike Hammer presents Red Green Big Screen. Tune in.
Tim, I didn't say I was a fan. I watched the show, okay? That's the difference. So, a few chuckles in there. So you're going to escape from Meester, so it's 3-1.
We're all fans of Iowa Public Television, and we're excited that this is our 30th year of bringing Iowa high school wrestling championships into the homes of all Iowans and surrounding states. And we're just, we know that a lot of people are watching tonight just to find that one young man from the community that you live in or close by. And a lot of pride, a lot of excitement, a lot of opportunity to watch great wrestling.
Well, you're looking at 4 wrestlers here in the 2 screens, and there's 1 loss amongst the 4 wrestlers. And close call there on the edge. Mark Mueller from Postville looked like he almost had the points, but his knees landed off the mat. The referee was right there to call it. You know, that referee is Rich Stillman, and Rich Stillman was the 3-time state champion for Emmitsburg. Now a nice single leg attempt by Meester. It's in there, trying to finish it. And Mueller does a nice job of kicking out, and then corners back, tries to get around, and go off the edge. There's just not enough mat space for these guys. So 14 seconds left in the period, 3-1 score. Easter looked like he was in good position. Here, nice double leg shot, working off the underhook.
Coach Hank Grant encouraging his wrestler Tom Meester. Tracy Decker doing the same for Mark Mueller.
There's a duck under over there in the top screen by Bradley, so he's going to jump out to a 6-3 lead over Mark Sturm.
Right.
Emmitsburg.
Great flurry up there.
Mark Mueller working hard. He's got the escape, it looks like. The referee's been a little slow to call that. Now they call him up. So 3-2 score, 1:43 left. So nice duck under there by Mueller. He couldn't get all the way around. Meester fights it back. Inside trip attempt.
Good action.
Good action.
Still 3-2 lead for Tom Meester over Mark Mueller. Minute 36 left in the match.
And it's 6-4 on the top of your screen. Man in the black and gold over there from Emmitsburg is trailing Mark Sturm. Tom Meester has just been warned for stalling in the purple singlet here.
Red, you've been warned. Warning, Red,
Central Lion. So 1:20 left. 3-2 score. You notice how Mueller's starting to take a little bit better position. Getting some better shots off.
He's pushing.
Yes, he is. Doing a nice job. He's in on
nice single.
Meester's leg.
Let's go. Let's work in.
Well, you called this, Jim. This has been a great match, and both wrestlers giving it all.
You know, you look at the body styles here. Meester probably college might be a higher weight class here, but he's having a little difficult time at the end of the period here, end of the match, with Meester's Mueller's compact position here. You can see how his legs are straight. He's bent over at the back. He's really using a lot of energy down there. And this match is really favoring Mueller at this stage. He's doing a good job of pushing and moving forward.
40 seconds left. Meester still ahead of Mueller, 3-2. And it looks like on 1A, or 2A, Paul Bradley from South Tama will end Mark Sturm's. Nope. Oh, it's the second period. You're right.
And there it is. There's the stall warning. We said before, Meester was having a difficult time dealing with the pushing style of Mueller.
Thanks to my assistant and table controller, Roger Crimmins. He lets me know that we're just in the third period.
No points here.
No points.
You hear the crowd yelling, too. They're into this match.
Boy, it's close.
It is close.
He doesn't have the leg, both legs, does he?
2 seconds, 1 second.
Wow.
No points.
Close.
Yeah, it really was close. But Meester did a good job of 2 points.
I think that's a good call.
You know, it's got the old two-cheek rule.
Well, and why do you have 2 referees out there? I mean, it was a matter of why. I mean, if you're going to have 2, he had a better look at it.
Well, that too, but you give the benefit of the doubt to the guy who took the shot. You know, if you give the benefit of the doubt to the guy who took the shot, 10 seconds left, Mueller's in on the leg.
I was wondering what he was waiting for. He had both legs. And his were in.
Here it is.
Well, here
right
it is.
here.
He does have both. See, he's in there.
And it's the two-cheek rule. He's got 2 cheeks down, and there's really nothing you can do when a guy plants you like that.
No,
so that's 2.
That's 2. Good call.
Yeah.
Marv Ryland.
You know what I like about what Rich Stillman did there? He didn't call it. He was close to calling it. Went and consulted the other official. It was great.
Yeah, he was just calling timeout and going over there. Now we're down to a minute 15 left in the third period. Now we're in the third period, and the score is 6-5 in favor of Paul Bradley. So it comes down to Sturm needing a takedown here.
Well, this Sturm will be all offense here. He'll try to do the same thing that Mark Mueller did from Postville. Just march and go straight forward. He'll try to test Bradley's conditioning. The reason this match has probably taken a little bit longer, it looks like Bradley has had a cut. He's had this cut through the course of the tournament. But the advantage here for Sturm is he can go get some coaching. Bob Kinney.
Well, Festival begins next Saturday on Iowa Public Television. These 2 weeks of great programs will include some musical memories from the 50s and 60s. Enjoy the fun of doo-wop singing with our studio host, Mary Lou Metzger. Join us Friday, March 16th at 8 p.m.
These guys are going to war. There's been some blood on both athletes. And there's Sturm working in on underhook. He was in an earlier match in the semis or quarters where he just kept marching and marching and going forward, but Bradley a little bit more apt to keep position. You notice how Bradley's taking the double inside tie. So he's really got control of the tie here. Sturm settling for the outside tie. Sturm in the black and gold singlet. You really can't push a guy if you're sitting on the outside.
30 seconds left in the match. Score 76.
No point there. Sturm will test Bradley's conditioning here. Comes to the inside. He's not really ready. His feet aren't really ready to shoot. He's in the square stance. Now he's in a square stagger stance, ready to go. Can't shoot through that underhook. Notice Bradley's right arm. He's got the underhook. Touch and go. The underhook is what he's having a hard time dealing with here. Now a takedown attempt. Well, what a way to end it. 5 seconds left. Bradley holding on here now, so he'll go up 9-6.
Jay Hosky, the head coach of South Tama, has himself a state champion, it looks like. Paul Bradley going to give Mark Sturm his first loss of the year.
These Sturm brothers are good workout people. They have good work ethics, and we'll see them again probably in the college ranks.
Bradley overwhelmed there. South Tama athlete, state champion.
Well, you remember last year he lost in the last second on a takedown attempt by the Andrew Hayes from Preston. So here he is. Now it's his turn for the takedown attempt.
Let's go to the awards.
Presenting the Class 1A 160-pound awards, Coach Rex Merhoff of Anita. 6th place, Brett Olson, Eagle Grove. 5th place, Danny Adams, Riceville. 4th place, Andy Frost, Don Bosco, Gilbertville. 3rd place, Ross Blanchard, Belle Plaine. Runner-up, Aaron Kaufman, Wapsie Valley Fairbanks. And the Class 1A 160-pound champion from Anita, Garrett South.
Well, Dean, I bet you've got something for us.
Well, I do, Tim. At 171 pounds in AA, I was just out talking to that new state champion, Paul Bradley. He told me he's committed to the University of Iowa. You saw it, you called it. He decisioned Mark Sturm of Emmitsburg 9-6 in that AA match. He's the new state champion. Sturm, incidentally, is the twin brother of the state champion, just a way to go.
Thank you very much, Dean. Let's go to the 2A awards.
Presenting the Class 2A 160-pound awards, Coach Ryan Sturm, Emmitsburg Armstrong Ringstead. For Bob Kinney, Coach Bob Kinney of Emmitsburg. 6th place, Adam Alexander, Winterset. 5th place, Derek Balsley, Osage. 4th place, Jace Clark, Union LaPorte City. 3rd place, Adam McNeil, Northeast Goose Lake. Runner-up, Ben Miller, Benton Van Horn. And the Class 2A 160-pound champion from Emmitsburg, Ryan Sturm.
Well, let's hear what Joe Gibbons has for us.
Yeah, in Class 3 at 171 pounds, it was Akeen Carter, a junior from Waterloo West, wrestling Jeff Garrison, a senior from Urbandale. Akeen won the match by a fall in the 2nd period, avenging the 3rd place that he got last year. This year, he's the champ with 1 year to go.
Thank you very much, Joe, and now we'll go to 3A awards.
Presenting the Class 3A 160-pound awards, Coach Keith Massey of Lewis Central. This award will also be presented in memory of the late two-time Iowa High School state champion, Louis Massey. 6th place, Andy Reed, Southeast Polk Runnels. 5th place, Kent Casebolt, Des Moines Roosevelt. 4th place, Justin Jordan, Iowa City City High. 3rd place, Adam Fellers, Fort Dodge. Runner-up, Caleb Tweedo, Cedar Falls. 160-pound champion from Lewis Central, Blake Anderson.
There's the reaction of the 2A class. Coach of the Year, Jay Hosky, South Tama, 2A Coach of the Year. Very happy man. Blake Anderson, who you just saw in the stands, his dad was also, Doug Anderson, was a state champion. And the 3A awards over the PA, they announced that they were in memory of two-time state champion, the late Louis Massey, Keith Massey's older brother. Now we're at 189. Mark Sanger, Michael Irvin's going to be a good one.
This is going to be a good one. Mark Sanger, Michael Irvin from Bedford.
Milbert and Henners, Behrens and Vitapo.
Sanger from West Hancock Britt, Coach Brian Benning, and Michael Irvin from Bedford. Gail Christensen was the 1A Coach of the Year from Bedford.
Jim Christensen, his brother, was the official of the year, right?
These things run with families here, so.
The Massey, you know, I mean, everything.
Two guys that like to get after
Whoa,
here.
They do.
Yep.
They do. Here we go. Here we go.
Two undefeated wrestlers. Sanger 34-0 and Michael Irvin is 36-0. Irvin with the blue singlet. Sanger's spinning around here. Nice job of squaring up by Irvin. Bedford here. That's doing a nice job here. Get in the front headlock position. Not much action, but well, you just can never relax in these state championship matches. You can't wait for an official to call a stalemate. You've got to stay intense. Let the referee call the match. Both athletes shooting.
In 2A, Brian Milbert, Beckman Dyersville, coached by Jim Durr. Travis Henners, Emmitsburg, coached by Bob Kenny. And then in 3A, in the lower corner there, Travis Behrens from Waverly Shell Rock, Joe Vitapo from Iowa City City High. Waverly Shell Rock wrestler goes out in front 2-0. Still 0-0 after a minute in the 2A.
Michael Irvin underneath here, the near arm trapped of Mark Sanger. Has a Kelly position here. He's got that technique if he could just follow through with it. Sanger does a good job of warding him off. Puts it straight, uses his left arm there. Trying to work the inside part of the thigh, break him out. Now he comes back to the wrist. It's good stuff, whips him over. Got it. Potentially, he can put a leg in. No points scored yet, I don't believe. There. He goes to 2 points when he gets the leg in. I think the referee did a nice job of waiting on that call. Dennis McGrath, official. Oh, here, this is tight.
It's over.
This is over here.
It's over.
Gets the leg in. Wow. 3 times we've seen that today.
Wow.
Gets him into double trouble. And there you see in section 21, half a Brit. In West Hancock. Mark Sanger, your state champion at 189 pounds in 1A.
Wow.
That was an interesting situation there. Irvin was by far the aggressor in the match, but just got caught in a whip-over situation. Here's your replay. He had the wrist trap.
And the chin.
And the chin.
I mean, he had it dead there.
Look, there's no head.
He had everything.
Yeah.
He had the chin, he had the hammerlock, he had the legs in.
And once you get the head off the mat, you know, the only thing supporting you are the shoulders, so referee's got to call it.
That's called a fall, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Score on 3A is 7-4 in favor of Joe Vitapo. Vitapo impressed me. He's been behind before. He's behind in the semis. He came from behind and won. He was behind just now in this match, and now he's ahead, 7-4. That's what we're looking at right now. Joe Vitapo on top, City High, 37-3 over Waverly Shell Rock's Travis Behrens, 38-2.
Behrens trying to get out of the leg right here. He's got to pop his hips out, try to get his hips away before that ankle comes in, and looks like the ankle is in now. Now it's a chance for Vitapo to get his hips back up on top into the small of Behrens' back. Doesn't quite have it, but he might be able to get back points here. Actually, he's falling off to the side. He wasn't able to correct. Now that gave Behrens an opportunity to score here right at the edge of the mat. Got plenty of time. He's got 50 seconds to work, and he'll get a reversal.
Whoa. So now the score is
7-5.
7-6. 7-6.
And it looked like Vitapo was going to have an opportunity to get back up on top, but he just waited a little bit, and that gave Behrens an opportunity to get the reversal.
45 seconds left in the second period. We're at 189 pounds, 3A. Joe Vitapo leading Travis Behrens. Now scores 8-6, right back in.
He came out the back door, did a nice job, but that's a great reaction here by Behrens, sprawling and squaring his hips. 8-6 is the score. We're halfway through the match, and these are 289-pounders really going at it, putting the points up. Yep. Boy, I like that technique there. Whoa! Did you see that? His setup there was the first shot.
Wow. And
he goes right into a whip over. Now he's got an opportunity to put maybe both legs in. Gets over around the top.
Boy, is Vitapo fighting it. These two are really going after it.
Wow. What a great job that was. What I liked about that, he shot straight on. He waited for Vitapo to react, and then he went into the whip over. You could smell it coming.
11-8 now. Behrens goes out in front of Vitapo. Here it is.
Here's the technique here. He just rolls over and just basically gets him an old cow catcher.
And caught him.
Yeah.
I mean,
and that was set up by initial shot. He shoots and then came right back after it. Gets the 3 back points. Big 5-point move, so he goes up 11-8. He's in the top position here. Behrens from Waverly Shell Rock.
And don't count out Vitapo here, because Vitapo has shown me earlier that he can come back, and so it's 11-8, and Behrens is in control right now. Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa. Ducked his head down. He's got Vitapo hanging his head a little bit. This is no place to rest on a guy who's as tough with the half Nelson.
Boy, he is tough on top there.
Good range there. And Vitapo had to fight off his back there a little bit. I'd be real surprised, like you say, that if he doesn't get back in this, because Brad Smith, coach wrestler, has got to be a pretty well-conditioned athlete.
Behrens tough on top, got the legs in, slowing the match down.
He's going to have a hard time getting out using those techniques.
Yes.
And the referee's going to call him a stalemate.
That's a break for Vitapo right there, and he's got a shot now.
Sure is.
But he can't do what he was doing. There's Brad Smith, former national champion from Iowa, longtime Lisbon coach, several state championships, and then a couple of state championships since he moved down to Iowa City for City High. Really done a great job with that program.
Vitapo did a nice job there. I was going to mention, when you're having trouble with the guy with the leg ride, do a switch, do something to get your hips away.
But he rolled right back into it.
Rolled back into it. This is tough. Wow. You know what makes it so tough is he's using his legs so well. He's driving and driving and driving. Now this is a point in the match. You look up at that clock to say, I've got a 3-point lead. I don't care if the official calls me for stalling. Right. I'm keeping this guy on his belly.
And he's doing a great job of it right there. He's keeping a guy that he's a tough wrestler, Vitapo, but Travis Behrens is hammering on top.
He really is. This is impressive. Now he's got a deep half on the other side. Actually the same side. Been working on the whole time. Milking clock here at the edge. They'll get a new start. You see this coach's eyes light up? They can taste it. Travis Behrens drops down in an ankle. Nice job.
Travis Behrens wins for Waverly Shell Rock, and Coach Rick Caldwell. Rick Caldwell, former Iowa Falls wrestler, and his dad was my golf coach in high school, and now Rick has a state champion as first-year coach at Waverly there. Helped Jim Miller at Wartburg and stayed right in town, and pretty excited.
Switch attempt. He knows at this stage he's got it won. Pretty darn happy guy. That's what I'm talking about, the coach.
That's the assistant coach there.
Yeah.
Assistant coach happy for Waverly, and head coach Rick Caldwell next to him. Pretty excited. Here we are, 30 seconds left in the third period. 2A. Milbert, Brian Milbert, Travis Henners.
Henners got a commanding 8-2 lead here. Milbert undefeated on the season, but Travis Henners looks like he's going to hand him his first loss, so it's an 8-4 score now with 10 seconds left. In the top position, and Emmitsburg, Armstrong Ringstead is going to have another champion.
Bob Kenny winning in style, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Just like Lewis Central. Let's go to the awards.
Ladies and gentlemen, we direct your attention to the award stand area at the east end of the auditorium. Presenting the Class 1A 171-pound awards, Coach Tracy Decker of Postville. Sixth place, Nick Gallagher, Belle Plaine. Fifth place, Eli Riley, West Monona, Ottawa. Fourth place, Josh Neer, Southeast Warren Liberty Center. Third place, Wade Samo, Lennox. Runner-up, Tom Meester, Central Lyon, Rock Rapids. And the Class 1A 171-pound state champion from Postville, Mark Mueller.
Let's go to Dean.
At 189 pounds in AA, Travis Henners loves the cradle hold. He piled up 7 points with that cradle in the first period, then went on to decision Brian Milbert of Dyersville-Beckman 9-4. The champion, Travis Henners, at 189 in AA.
Thank you, Dean. Let's go to the awards for 2A.
Presenting the Class 2A 171-pound awards, Coach Jay Hosky of South Tama County. Sixth place, Adam Hadenfeld, Solon. Fifth place, Travis Strucker, Algona. Fourth place, Jared Bourne, Webster City. Third place, Mike McCabe, Crestwood, Cresco. Runner-up, Mark Sturm, Emmitsburg, Armstrong, Ringstead. And the Class 2A 171-pound state champion from South Tama County, Paul Bradley.
Joe Gibbons.
Yeah, Class 3A at 189 pounds was Travis Behrens, a junior from Waverly Shell Rock, defeating Joe Vitapo of Iowa City, City High. Vitapo had the early lead in the first period, 7-4, but Behrens came back big in the second period to go up 11-8, and then he rides him out in the third period to win the 3A 189-pound state championship.
Thank you, Joe. Let's go to 3A awards.
Presenting the Class 3A 171-pound awards, Assistant Coach Dave Hackett of Waterloo West. Sixth place, Dan Zapita, Des Moines, Lincoln. Fifth place, Chris Campbell, Iowa City, City High. Fourth place, Mitch Hager, Muscatine. Third place, Adam Buthe, Sioux City East. Runner-up, Jeff Garrison, Urbandale. And the 171-pound state champion Class 3A from Waterloo West, Akeem Carter.
All right, 215 pounds. We'll be at 2A. Joe Brewer and Matt Nichols. And also, we will be seeing John Gallery and Mike Kicker, and Mike Engelman and Ryan Groom.
It's an opportunity to talk about the new weight class here, 215. I think this is a great idea. You just have a lot of those guys that don't want to cut down to 189 because they're maybe football prospects and don't want to lose that extra girth.
And don't want to wrestle 260-pound wrestlers, too, if they weigh right about 220, you know.
I think this is a great move, and really excited to see these guys. And you're going to see some good athletes out here. Joe Brewer, Dallas Center Grimes, he was last year's state runner-up. He lost to Trey Clark, who's at the University of Iowa now, the 3-time state champion, freshman at Iowa. Nichols is 36-6 on the year from Storm Lake, coached by Ty Steeman. Brewer's coached by Andy Davidson, longtime Dallas Center Grimes coach.
Been there a long time.
Good coach, good coach.
22 years, all at Dallas Center Grimes.
Yeah.
You're taking a look right now at Nichols and Brewer. Brewer in the red bands, Nichols in the green ankle bands and uniform and headgear. He's all green. Kai Seaman, former Emmetsburg wrestler, son of Ron, publisher of The Predicament for many, many years. Great service to our state.
Rick, work center, man. Work center.
Well, Joe Brewer, an opportunity for him to win a state championship. He's been here before. You'd have to think that'd be a bit of an advantage. He's been ranked #1 for most of the year. And one of those fellows is probably going to get some attention from college coaches. Basically stays pretty solid on his techniques. Basic high crotch, single legs. Real tough in the top position, has good cradle.
We're at 215 pounds, only one match away from the end of this 76th state championship, 30th on Iowa Public Television. Please stay tuned. You will be presenting a special musical tribute to many of the athletes, all of the athletes that work so hard. Iowa Public Television putting together a special musical tribute that you'll want to stay tuned and watch. The end of the heavyweight matches, which are coming up next.
And that's simply amazing to me that Doug Brooker and our production staff can put that thing together that quickly and just do a super job and great support of wrestling.
They have been for, like I said, 30 years for a resource for high school wrestling.
So Nichols has been warned for stalling in the green singlet. There's no score here. We're going to wind it down.
End of the first period, 0-0. Flip of the coin. Choice goes to Brewer. He decides to choose bottom right now. Going after those points.
Second period. Remember, green, you got a warning. Steady. Cover.
Brewer comes back up to his feet. Nice hand control stand up. He gets the 1-point escape. So Mitchell's doing a good job of hanging in here with Brewer. You'd have to consider Brewer the favorite.
Let's update the standings. Belle Plaine, the winners. Underwood went all the way up to second place with that win by Koenig. They went from 4th to 2nd. Bedford will get 3rd. Don Bosco a close 4th. In 2A, Emmetsburg, Armstrong, Ringstead way out in front. South Tama gets 2nd. Davenport Assumption 3rd. Glenwood 4th.
Tim, you see there a nice, just a basically bear hug attempt. There's the 3A standings, Lewis Central, Council Bluffs at 188, Iowa City City High at 107. Iowa City West now clinching third place with 69.5 points, followed by Des Moines Lincoln.
Yeah, and that tough showing by Des Moines Lincoln, as you pointed out.
Yep.
Big win already on 3A.
Joe Brewer. Nice job with what we call the butcher technique. He just comes circles around the head. He's got that elbow trapped to his Mitchell's chest, and that's really tight there. He might...
Yep, he gets off.
Comes out of it there. But after no scoring in the first period, Brewer jumps out to a 6-0 lead.
When 3A, Mike Engelman ended it with a pin over Ryan Groom. Engelman from Spencer finishes undefeated, 42-0. Gives David Schaefer as the coach, the state champion, Jason Christensen. Coach of the year in 3A. Was the coach of Ryan Groom, who finishes the runner-up.
Brewer jumping in on an ankle ride there. Now he pins that right shoulder to the mat. He's going to walk around the head again, and you collect the back points.
Whoa. Yeah.
He's just got to be real strong there to be able to pull that off. Now he's going to drive through.
He's just got to get his chest down there.
Get his chest down. Look, his head up. Oh, that's tight.
That is tight.
That's tight.
And that's a fall. You bet.
It's a fall for Brewer. Brewer, the champion, finishes undefeated. There's two undefeated wrestlers. Engelman in AAA, Brewer in 2A, and we have 14 seconds left in the second period here on 1A with Gallery and Kecker. 7-2, Kecker leads with 11 seconds left in the second period, and we'll be going to that. There's your champion, Brewer, from Dallas Center. Grimes jumps into the assistant coaches, and Andy Davidson now.
Andy Davis is thankful. He's been around long enough to know that might hurt his back.
Yeah. He said, don't jump into mine. Well, yeah, so he had his wrestler just lifted him.
Yeah. There he goes, the fall. Notice how Brewer keeps his head up, hips down, all the weights on the shoulders, and a little posing for us.
There's Andy Davidson. 22 years at Dallas Center Grimes.
Andy is a great fundamental coach. He has always, year in, year out, his guys are really schooled in the fundamentals. We're going to switch to 1A mat here. A lot of interesting stories in this 1A competition.
We're going to, little rendition of Staying Alive, maybe.
Get an opportunity. We have to see these Winthrop Eastbrook Buchanan coaches. They made a promise to their squad. If we have a finalist, they're going to dress up in 1970s leisure suits.
Well, I recognize Dave Steinkamp because when I was coaching at Mount Vernon, we were in tournaments together, and that is the same suit that he wore back in 78, 79. I know it is. And so I hope we get a shot of it. His wrestler there on top, East Buchanan, Winthrop, John Gallery. But he's behind 9-4.
Gallery's trailing 9-4. Been a good match at this point. Tight waist ride being applied by Gallery. The mat that's right in front of us here. I can smell the polyester from here.
Well, there he is.
Yeah, there he is.
And when he wore it, he was about
the green one.
Well, yeah. And I remember Dave was about 3 years behind the times when he wore it then.
Oh, and I'm, talk to my mom here, but that's
what a great guy.
That's my senior picture right there.
Well, Dave Steinkamp's one of the great coaches in Iowa that has done a lot for the sport and love his sense of humor.
Well, coaches bond with their athletes. They put things out there. I mean, I can't tell you the number of coaches that will shave their heads if the team achieves a certain level of proficiency, and obviously getting a wrestler in the state finals was a reason to celebrate. So I think that's great. Gallery's in a tough situation here. 27 seconds left. You're going to get another stall warning here. So he's going to fall behind, or he's going to close the... Actually, he got warned for stalling, and he's behind. So the score is now 10-5.
And that's a familiar name, John Gallery. John is the brother of Nick and Robert Gallery, who are University of Iowa football players. They have played football, and so They get their name called quite a bit. John Gallery trying to turn around a 10-5 deficit, but he can't do it.
Well, 10-5 winner. Mike Kuker. Tripolo.
Mike Kuker wins.
Yep.
Lynn Kuker, his coach.
You know, that's what it's all about. These coaches and the athletes, you do the celebration, and they put a lot of time in. That's a great feeling there. Have one of your own make it.
1A 189-pound awards, Coach Brian Benning of West Hancock Brick. Sixth place, Brett Paulson, Battle Creek, Ida Grove. Fifth place, Gabe Stoffer, Sumner. Fourth place, Adam Mutiler, Durant. Third place, Sean Moorhead, Newman Catholic, Mason City. Runner-up, Michael Irvin, Bedford. And the Class 1A 189-pound champion from West Hancock Brett, Mark Sanger.
Okay, Dean.
Well, Tim, you saw the conclusion of that match, and you saw Mike Kuker of Tripolo win the state championship at 215 pounds in single A, 10-5 over John Gallery of East Buchanan. So that's your champion, Mike Kuker of Tripolo.
Thank you very much, Dean. Now let's go to 2A awards.
Presenting the Class 2A 189-pound awards, Coach Bob Kenny of Emmitsburg Armstrong Ringstead. Sixth place, Rodney Grapp, Glenwood. Fifth place, Josh Pesick, New Hampton. Fourth place, Jacob Brossamley, Aurelia. Third place, Matt Stevens, North Fayette, West Union. Second place, Brian Milbert, Beckman Dyersville. And the Class 2A 189-pound champion from Emmitsburg Armstrong Ringstead, Travis Inners.
Let's go to Joe.
All right, in Class 3A at 215 pounds, it was Mike Engelman, the senior from Spencer, capping off an undefeated season by beating Ryan Groom of Oskaloosa. Engelman got a takedown in the first period, and in the second period, he got a reverse, put his man on his back, ended his senior year with a fall. He's the state champ.
Thank you, Joe. Let's go to 3A's awards.
Presenting the Class 3A 189-pound awards, Coach Rick Caldwell of Waverly Shell Rock. Sixth place, Pat Schmalin, Fort Dodge. Fifth place, John Clanton, Lewis Central. Fourth place, Nick Blasberg, Waterloo West. Third place, Ashton Richardson, Iowa City West. Runner-up, Joe Videpo, Iowa City City High. And the Class 3A 189-pound champion from Waverly Shell Rock, Travis Behrens.
Okay, we're ready for the last matches of the evening, heavyweight, and of course they're the ones that ended up the 76th annual high school championships. Darren Jacobson, Ryan Fuller, Prims and Hines, Klein and Sheedick, and we're going to go to 3A to see if Mike Sheedick can defend his title that he won last year. He's undefeated, 35-0, and we'll start out with 3A, Sheedick and Klein.
Sheedick, one heck of an athlete here. Defending state champion, going against Phil Klein from West Delaware. Had a 20-3 record going into the tournament, so that's now 23-3.
Ryan Reimers report to the head table. Ryan Reimers, the walk-up.
Okay, here we go. Mike Sheedick trying to stay perfect, coached by Chris Lembeck, former Lisbon coach, and you and I wrestled. Xavier Cedar Rapids versus West Delaware's Phil Klein. In 1A, Darren Jacobson, Maple Valley, Anthony Odo, Ryan Fuller from Lisbon. And then in 2A, Adam Prinz, Sibley, Justin Hines, North Fayette, West Union.
Cedar Rapids Xavier's the combined the old Cedar Rapids, LaSalle, and Regis.
Regis,
Yeah.
right.
A little bit of problem there. Bumped heads.
That's it now. Give me some tape. I'm going to tape this.
The official's now calling for a little bit of tape, so he's going to tape up his head. Actually going to tape the straps of the headgear together.
We got some action going. A lot of flurry going on in these other up there in the corner right there. We're looking at Lisbon's Ryan Fuller trying to take down Darren Jacobson from Maple Valley. And he doesn't get it done. 1:10 left in the first period up there. They go back 0-0. And it's 5-0 with a little more than a minute left in the first. 5-1 now. Whoa. Came from one mat to the other.
Decided to move down in class.
Adam Prinz leading Justin Hines there. 5-1.
See Sheedick here just working in. He's really like his style here. Keeps a good low position. Working pretty hard. Phil Klein in West Delaware. Dark singlet, black singlet there.
That's the hand.
Really forcing the underhook. Now a duck under attempt.
A lot of
by
action
Sheedick.
there. The score's still 0-0. 48 seconds left in the first period there.
But they're bigger.
Yeah, the bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Yeah. Big guys rolling all over the place.
Yeah, there is. I don't
Going
even
from
feel
2A
safe
to
when I'm
1A.
about 20 yards away.
So nice high crotch attempt there by Sheedick. He's got plenty of room to, not enough room to work, and they're going to go off the mat.
They went off the mat there, no points. Score still 0-0, 27 seconds left. Tim Johnson along with Jim Gibbons, Iowa Public Television, bringing you their 30th year of Iowa High School Wrestling Championship coverage. We're at Veterans Auditorium in Des Moines, Iowa. Heavyweight matches. Warning on red, warning on Lisbon's Fuller. There.
West Delaware.
West Delaware's Klein there, yes.
Yep, Sheedick's doing a nice job showing that high crotch about 2 or 3 times. There's Coach Lembeck.
It's Fuller that we're looking at in the corner up there. And then Prinz and Hines in the lower one.
Relax. Red.
So Mike Sheedick, the defending state champion, got in a couple times. Hasn't really been able to cash in. So it's 0-0. He'll take the down position starting the second period. And heavyweight stand-up, you got to be careful to keep your knee away from your head there. Klein tried to cradle, but Sheedick was athletic enough to go ahead and pop back up to his feet, get the escape. So it's 1-0 Sheedick. And I would guess that Phil Klein is right at, fairly close to the 260. Nice double leg attempt there, but Klein's pretty athletic here. He's warded off a few good shots right at the edge of the mat.
Minute 25 left. It's 1-0 in favor of Sheedick. Looking for that takedown on the edge. Does not get it. Can't get both legs in.
Probably about 1 or 2 more shots here by Sheedick, and you might see another stall warning, which would result in a point. He's got Klein standing up a little bit more. Nice duck under attempt. Now coming into a bear hug. It's Klein's best chance for an offensive technique there. Wasn't able to finish it off. A little bit different story than the 103-pounders. There's not as much real estate for these guys to work. Another nice duck under attempt. This time he's giving ground, so he's not probably going to get the benefit of the stall call there.
Good time to remind everyone our winner for the 2 NCAA tournament tickets, Darcy Carver of Urbandale, Iowa. We'll be getting a hold of Darcy and giving her a couple of those hot tickets for the all sessions at the NCAAs in Iowa. Those that love wrestling have the Division III championships coming up also here at Iowa, Young Arena in Waterloo. And that's a lot of great wrestling, a lot of Iowa schools involved. The Wartburg, Buena Vistas, Upper Iowas, Luthers, Loris, Central, Simpson.
And there's the stall warning. Favors Sheedick on Klein. So that's 1 point, so it's going to be a 2-0 score with 27 seconds. You mentioned 2-0, 27 seconds left in the second period. You mentioned those NCAA tickets. We had to put the squeeze on Gable. He was non-committal on those tickets for a long time into this process, talking how tight they were.
Well,
couldn't get anything out of him until late in the game.
Our producers, he's got an inside.
Let's go!
Now you can get 2 more off the web, in fact. It wasn't just 2. We weren't fooling around. You go to the web, and you got till March 1st, www.collegewrestling.iptv. Sign up and both help support us and check in and try to win 2 more tickets to all sessions, NCAA. All you got to do is go to the web and check it out.
Score's 5-1 now. You saw on your big screen there. Mike Sheedick, state champion, got a double stall call, which resulted in another point and a takedown. So the score's 5-1.
The takedown was there.
The officials are conferring. I think that's an accurate score.
It should be 5-0.
5-0, excuse me, 5-0. It's just a stall warning, not a stall point on Sheedick.
It's 5-0, Coach. Let's go.
That double stall warning in effect was just like warning Klein. So Klein in the bottom position. Now it's 5-1.
Should be 5-1, right?
Yeah, 5-1's the score. And I think what you're going to see here is you're going to see Klein probably try to work the upper body ties, and when that happens, when he gets the tie that he likes and Sheedick doesn't like, you probably see him give ground and then drop into a high crotch or a duck under type technique.
Right.
A little hand fighting. I like what Sheedick's doing there. He doesn't like the collar tie, so he reaches back and just pulls it off.
Keeps good position.
Yeah, he does. He's got tremendously strong. You look at those legs. Every time he makes a step, there's some awful big muscles. That you can tell this young man spent some time on a hip sled, working his lower body strength. Good job of moving, circling. You know, and it's not in his situation. He just got warned for stalling here, so it's 1 point red. So Klein's going to get another point, so the score is 5-2. Kind of a make-up call.
55 seconds left. We've got overtime in 1A between Fuller and Jacobson, Lisbon and Maple Valley. There's 15 seconds left. It's 7-5 in favor of Prinz from Sibley. In the 2A, we're in overtime in 1A up there. You're looking at Fuller from Lisbon and Maple Valley's Darren Jacobson.
30 seconds, and Phil Klein just can't get a shot off here.
Let's go. We got 1 here. We got 2 here.
Another stall warning there. I don't know. That's
5-4.
This is too much involvement of the official at this point, I believe.
2 and 1. They just did it both.
Yeah. I mean, I don't get home, look at the tape, and reevaluate that.
7-3 is the correct score.
Nice shot, attempt. That was really his only attempt of the match. Lowers level, and get in on the tack.
Prinz from Sibley finishes undefeated 42-0 and wins the state championship in AA. Still haven't decided it yet in single A. They're in overtime. And we have decided it in our match here. West Delaware goes down to Xavier Cedar Rapids. Sheedick from Xavier wins his second championship over Klein from West Delaware. And we're in overtime in 1A. Right there, you're looking at Fuller and Jacobson going at it. Take down and win a state championship. Right here, we're looking at it. In the green band is Fuller from Lisbon. In the red band is Jacobson from Maple Valley.
I was talking to the Maple Valley coaching staff and Jay Warren, and he promised me a low-scoring match, so he knew that both athletes would probably have a difficult time getting their offense off. And they're fighting, pummeling, 7 seconds left.
It all comes down to flip. Here we go.
Overtime match for the last match for a championship. Decided 41 of these. The last one's going to overtime.
Last one's going on the flip. Lisbon's heavyweight goes down.
Chop the arm, comes up into the heavyweight stand-up, squares up, breaks
and he
free,
gets one.
gets it.
And he's the state champion.
That's it.
Ryan Fuller wins the final state championship individual match of the 76th Annual State High School Championships, our 30th year of covering them for Iowa Public Television. Let's go to the awards now for 215 pounds, single A.
Presenting the Class 1A 215-pound awards, Coach Lynn Kuker of Tripola. 6th place, Jason Steinlicht, West Hancock Brett. 5th place, Matt Fields, North Cedar Stanwood. 4th place, Brett Christensen, Lennox. 3rd place, Jared Gray, Bedford. Runner-up, John Gallery, East Buchanan Winthrop. And the Class 1A 215-pound champion from Tripola, Mike Kuker.
Well, Dean?
Well, Tim, what you saw there in that heavyweight match between Darren Jacobson of Maple Valley and Ryan Fuller of Lisbon was mostly matches of escapes. In fact, all the points were escapes. Both wrestlers spent most of their time on their feet in underhook position. There was an escape in the 2nd period by Jacobson and an escape in the 3rd period by Fuller. And then you saw the final one by Fuller that won it and made him a state champion.
Thank you so much, Dean. Let's go to the awards now for 2A.
Presenting the Class 2A 215-pound awards, Coach Andy Davidson of Dallas Center Grimes. 6th place, Adam Lewis, Atlantic. 5th place, Chris Kyle, East Marshall LeGrand. 4th place, Dane Pape, Maquoketa. 3rd place, Curtis Head, Shenandoah. Runner-up, Matt Nitchtel, Storm Lake. And the 215-pound 2A champion from Dallas Center Grimes, Joe Brewer.
One more report, Joe.
Okay, in Class 2A at heavyweight, it was Adam Prinz, a senior from Sibley, Ochadan, completing a high school or his senior year undefeated by beating Justin Hines from North Fayette. Adam scored a takedown and near fall in the 1st period and held on to win 7-6. He's your state champion at 2A heavyweight.
Thank you, Joe. Let's go to 3A awards for 215 pounds.
Presenting the Class 3A 215-pound awards, Coach David Schaefer of Spencer. 6th place, Steve Farrell, Cedar Falls. 5th place, John Yeager, Decorah. 4th place, Matt Hall, Pleasant Valley. 3rd place, Adam Welbus, Dubuque Hempstead. Runner-up, Ryan Groom, Oskaloosa. And the Class 3A 215-pound champion from Spencer, Mike Engelman.
Well, Jim, reflections on the tournament.
Well, it's always exciting, the tradition. I think the first reflection would be, we said it all day about the history. Dominant teams. We had some teams that came in here, all 3 teams that won championships, really dominated. And just the performance by Lewis Central with 6 state champions, I wouldn't have thought that was possible, 3 years ago. And that's just really, I was just really impressed with that whole program, where it's going, and staff, and wow.
I agree with you. I think Jesse Sundell, his 4-time, the way he won it. Here's the awards for single A and heavyweight.
Presenting the Class 1A heavyweight awards, assistant coach Jeff Clark of Lisbon. 6th place, Kyle Wellington, Underwood. 5th place, Blake Dodd, Dyke, New Hartford. 4th place, Kyle Neiman, Sumner. 3rd place, Richard Schaaf, Bondurant Farrar. Runner-up, Darren Jacobson, Maple Valley, Anthony. And the Class 1A heavyweight champion from Lisbon, Ryan Fuller.
Dean, your reflections.
Well, as always, Tim, it comes down to one word for me. It's intensity in every match among all the wrestlers, but perhaps the most one, Mark Stroom, comes to mind. He lost his match against Paul Bradley of South Tama, Stroom of Emmetsburg, but that was a very intense match. And as I said, his twin brother had just won the championship at 160 just before that, but Stroom came in second, and a very, very intense match.
Thank you very much, Dean, and thank you for your reporting all night long. Let's go to the 2A awards.
Coach Steve Lemke of Sibley Ocheyedan. 6th place, Jeremiah Dosser, Osage. 5th place, Todd Willitson, New Hampton. 4th place, Scott Romans, Glenwood. 3rd place, Chris Harrison, South Tama County. Runner-up, Justin Hines, North Fayette, West Union. And the Class 2A heavyweight champion from Sibley Ocheyedan, Adam Prinz.
Joe, do you have some thoughts?
You betcha. You know, it being an individual sport, I'm real happy for the 42 champions we have tonight, and especially for Jesse Sundale completing his 4th state championship, the 3 other guys that won their 3 titles. And I think we saw some special team performances here that we may not see for a long time to come. That being Emmetsburg with 4 champs and Council Bluffs Lewis Central with 6. So I was very impressed with the team accomplishment.
Joe, for you. Here's the 3A awards.
Heavyweight awards, Coach